And welcome back to RSC Solar. We are returning to you prepped, ready, and loaded for our Master Season 22 finals. We've got the Basilisks and Oblivion facing off here in the Master tier. My name is still Hudx. We've still got Taelo here in the booth. We still have Doughboy, who's producing in the background. I didn't shout him out in the first series because I wanted to decide if he was doing everything good enough tonight to warrant a shout out. And after Series 1, I've decided that he has been. So Doughboy's doing everything in the background. He does a great job as always. Taelo, we got Prospect out of the way. It was kind of insane to watch Dime just work the field for 4 games straight. Now we've got Basilisk and Oblivion, a new skill level, a new tier, a little bit higher octane, I suppose one could say. But what is sure to be some more great Rocket League, and we got some more numbers to look at. You want to take us through them?
Sure. Basilisk and Oblivion, 35 and 25 for Basilisk, 38 and 22 for Oblivion. It looks like Oblivion are a lot more goals and a lot more shots, so expect them to be the more aggressive team. Of course, they have more wins and a greater shooting percentage, more assists, so definitely one side who looks very offensive. This series should be a good one. I said that after the Prospect series, but
it was a good series too.
It was a good series.
You wanted it to, okay? It can't all be about 50-50.
Yeah, it wasn't this series result. I would have preferred. Let's just say.
That's okay. There's no Homer bias in this one. We can just take that off the table right from the jump.
I hope not.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played for either of these franchises in my RSC career, so I think I'm also good with no conflict of interest. We're gonna take a look at our lineups here. We're still waiting on half of the team. We have one team here, but not the other. The team that we do have here is the first team that we'll look at in blue tonight, the Basilisks. Jay, Krios, and Vale, the 3 players that will be starting tonight for Basilisks. Wander, the 4th player that has played a little bit more than Vale over the course of the season, but Jay leading the way with 76 goals, shooting 36%. Vale's got a 37.5% shot percentage, which is, I have to say, very, all of the shot percentages in this lobby are higher than I would expect for Master, which I think is that's a good thing for us as we head into the series, because it just means we're going to see a ton of offense. It's Jay leading the way offensively and defensively, 133 saves to 76 shots for Jay, 101 saves for Krios, 68 demos for Wander, who we're not going to see at least in game number 1, but a pretty well-rounded, definitely high scoring and good rotational team. It'll be interesting to see what Vale can do, but Oblivion, all yours, Taelo.
Yeah, Oblivion, 3 players here. Doesn't look like they've had a 4th play. So Taelo, Afterburner, and Infinite are who we're going to keep our eyes on. Taelo, the majority of the goal scoring. At least it looks like assist-wise, a lot more assists between them than Basilisk are. So maybe these players like to link up a bit more. The saves, relatively low, so they'll probably look to keep it in the midfield. And the one stat that jumps off to me is Afterburner's 101 demos, so that will definitely be a factor.
Yeah, just a few. It's the most of anybody in the lobby by 33. So it's just maybe a facet of his game that we should be aware of and looking out for sure. Still waiting on the other team unless I'm confused. I thought that I saw more names pop up, but when I'm sitting here looking at the scoreboard, I'm still only seeing 6 people in the lobby. So we're going to continue to vamp for a little bit, which is good. It means that I can ask you what your prediction for game number 1 is, Taelo. Who do you got?
As the resident Master expert, I don't think I've ever watched a Master game, but I'm going to say Oblivion will take game number 1.
Oblivion will take game number 1. Afterburner will have 7 demos. It'll be business as usual for them. I struggle to disagree with you. Infinite knows his way around an RSC season, has been doing it for a while. Taelo kind of in the same boat. People have been doing it for a while. That can be said on both sides of this. Looks like we might be leaving this lobby as Fearless Leader Doughboy has left it. So I'm just going to go ahead and back out here. And we're going to continue to yap and vamp while the other teams are requesting a remade server. So that's our problem. And we are not in Doughboy's party, Taco. So we're gonna have to strap and claw our way back into this server. I am quite excited to see what these guys have got in store for us. I'm hoping that this lobby info is the same as it is in here. I'm the worst vamper while we're supposed to be talking about something else because I can't think and talk I can't type and talk at the same time. So everybody just gets to deal with my stream of consciousness as we get back into the lobby. I am going to put the predictions live now. If you've got RSC coins remaining from the Prospect series, now is your time to wager them on game number 1 as we get our players back into this nice, shiny, new remade lobby that Doughboy has so kindly provided to us. You did premiere on Wednesday last week, didn't you, Taco?
I did, yes.
That's what this master did. No problem. It's just premiere, basically Premiere Lite. I'm sure somebody will take issue with me saying that in specific, but it's basically Premiere Lite. I'm excited to get to continue to see. It's always a treat when the quote-unquote lower skill level tiers are balling out, just doing crazy things the entire time, things that we wouldn't expect from those tiers, or things that I personally wouldn't expect from those tiers. It is consistent in like Prospect, Contender, and Amateur. It always happens. But then we juxtapose it with one of the higher tiers. This is the second from the top, our second highest tier in RSC. We get to see them do the crazy things with a little bit more intentionality, and getting to see the fight and the push and pull between two teams that really know their way around a Rocket League pitch is always a treat. And we've got all 9 people that need to be here, 6 players, and the 3 of us goons that are here to bring you through this one. I'm telling the players they can join. We're getting into this one. If I can type, there we go. So you can't type and talk at the same time. What a hard life it is. We're gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. A best of 7 here in the master tier. It is Basilisks. It's Oblivion. We are underway here in game number 1 at Manfield. Afterburner looking for the flip reset ground pinch to start things off, just casual. The first game of the series going that way would be something to behold for sure. Centering ball from Taelo is absolutely posterized by Afterburner. Puts the weights on and just jams this one home. Jay doing his best, but it's not good enough. 1-0, 17 seconds into game number 1 for Oblivion.
Yeah, the stat that jumped out for Afterburner were the demos, but there, the stat that won't be shown on the stat sheet is the brutal dunk put on by Jay. So Afterburner absolutely posterizing the defense, and a early lead is always a good sign. And now Oblivion can just get into their shape and just play good Rocket League the rest of the time. They don't have to score, but they're gonna want to score. Plenty of time left. Afterburner, the waterfall down. Infinite is on the end of it and scores the second goal. Oblivion off to a really hot start.
Can't complain, scoring 2 goals in the first 45 seconds. Infinite gets it done for his team. Makes it 2-0. 2 shots, 2 goals for Oblivion. Can't complain about it. 100% shooting percentage early in game number 1 either. Taelo is going to try to leave this one out for Infinite. No boost. Can't get it around Vale. Krios will have a long clearance into the orange corner. Bounces here. Jay up. Taelo early to that one off the back wall, though. Will clear the danger. Infinite cuts it off at midfield. Krios just trying to slow things down. Vale out towards midfield. Denied by Infinite. Afterburner on the end of it. Backboard doesn't turn into a shot. Infinite puts it out of the inside of the post and back out onto the pitch. It'll remain 2-0. Afterburner reads that challenge pretty well. Krios and Vale combining to help this one towards the orange side. Vale will opt to play for the boost. And that one for Krios cut off by Afterburner. Jay with a drive to the backboard. Taelo was up for it early to make the save. And a few drives for Basilisks. Just one shot on goal for Jay, and they've yet to find their first goal on the board.
Yeah, Oblivion off to a really good start, letting Basilisks have none of the good offensive pressure. But here's Krios looking to do a solo play. Looks for the flip reset, but can't control it. Infinite has the ball, but he doesn't have the boost. He'll steal the corner, look for a bump on Jay, but Jay is quick out to it. Taelo is unable to get it. Infinite has the ball, and it's floating in front of net. If anyone's up for it, no. Taelo finally gets over, but Vale is still there. But look at the offensive pressure from Oblivion. They're continuing to rotate through, and they've never let go of the ball. They're just keeping tight to it. Afterburner is going to have this one. A demo comes from the backside from Infinite. The shot is just saved, but still Oblivion keeping pressure. A pass in, across, Afterburner. It's just a clinic of offense for Oblivion.
I think you hit the ball harder if you're just using a Stocktain, you know? No decals, base boost, black OEMs. You just hit the ball harder. I don't know what it is, but Afterburner absolutely cranks that one into the back of the net. 3-0 for Oblivion with 2:19 left here in game number 1. It has been something to behold from them so far. Very clean, very put together on their offensive pushes. One thing I noticed, they're not afraid to send pressure even with no boost. They're backing each other up so well positioned, and they don't need to have full boost tanks to get it done, as Taelo slips that one into the back of the net with an empty tank. It's 4-0 for Oblivion as they continue just to slice and dice their way through the Basilisk back line. They've built themselves a mighty hefty lead here. 6 shots on goal, 4 of them in the back of the net. They've held Basilisk to just the one shot so far with 2 minutes left in game number 1. And it has been very much a hot start for Oblivion.
I think Basilisk might be a little surprised. They're getting literally challenged from anywhere. That's the goal. Jay is downfield poaching, but unable to make contact. Afterburner's going to have free space after that miss, or anything, but Vale takes over. Looking for a redirect from Krios, unable to find it. Taelo has possession to Infinite, who's completely beat the defender. Krios doesn't have boost, has to make a touch, and does very well with low boost to even get a touch on that one, because that one, if it was left rolling in front of the net, that would have been surely goal number 5.
Long clear here from Krios. Easy save from Afterburner. Sets himself up for the ceiling pinch. That'll be saved by Vale. Krios early challenge there. Jay low in support, dunked away by Taelo, and now Infinite looking for the redirected midfield. It'll go long. Taelo forces the early touch. Wifty's over the middle. Vale will be first to it, punting it into the orange corner. Afterburner one touch. Jay is second to the backboard, and Afterburner is just too quick to that one. Before Krios can even think about going up for a shot, it's over his head. An unfortunate bounce over the last defender out of the skirt of the wall will make it 5-0 for Oblivion, and this has just been all orange since the first face-off. It was, 17 seconds into the game that Oblivion scored their first goal, and now with 39 seconds left, they have put 5 in the back of the net, 2 for Afterburner, 2 for Taelo, and 1 for Infinite. We've got a double cycle. That's what? No, it's a bicycle. We've got 2 cycles going on for Oblivion. If Infinite can find a save here in the last 30 seconds, we'll have a tricycle for the orange team, which is always quite delightful when you get to see one of those in the wild. But it requires there to be a shot on goal for the Basilisks, and they have only had 3 of them with 10 seconds left here in game number 1. They've got some work to do as we head to game number 2. And Forbidden Temple, it'll be an opportunity for Basilisks maybe to right the ship a little bit and get onto the offensive side of the ball a little bit more than we saw in game number 1, because this one, all orange, 1-0 series lead for Oblivion.
Yeah, dominance there from Oblivion, 5-0, never even really close. Look at the shooting percentage, 8 shots, 5 goals, so clinical, absolutely clinical. There was a lot of open opportunities from a lot of pressure from Oblivion that generated those goal-scoring chances. And Basilisk are going to have to figure something out, because that is not how you want to play. If they play like that, they're going to be going home really quick. But hey, the Prospect series started out with Hawaiian Pizza winning game number 1, and then the script was completely flipped, so maybe Basilisk will flip the script here and end this series off dominantly.
Yeah, I mean, that game number 1 in that Prospect series was a lot closer than 5-0, wire-to-wire win for one team. But I see your point, and I do agree with you that we shouldn't count Basilisk out of this quite yet. If you want to, tell us just how much you think we should count Basilisk out of this, vote with your channel points. Prediction for Game 2 is up. One thing to remember and to think about, Vale, not the season starter for Basilisks. So, unsure of how much they might have played in a playoff run to get here through the bracket, but definitely not the player that was on the pitch the most for Basilisks over the course of the regular season. So maybe that having a little bit to do with the offensive woes of the blue side here. But in game number 2, it's a fresh slate and a fresh 5 minutes to try to get it going in the right direction, but it's already going the wrong way. It's 13 seconds this time, even faster than game number 1. Oblivion get out to a hot start once again. Afterburner, the double tap pass to Taelo, who's got it read all the way in, cranks it home 1-0 early for Oblivion.
The aerial control from Afterburner, able to find the double touch pass in down, and that was just too much for Basilisk to handle, as there's a little bit of awkward composure, but Afterburner gets out of it. Vale has an opportunity to the backboard, but he's unable to double it up. Jay, shot wide, and Infinite and Taelo both work together to clear it out. Vale is able to do it. A bump from Krios, and this game is getting chaotic. Luckily for Basilisk, it's still 1-0 after an open shot opportunity was just put wide. Jay, pass in, low boost, but has the pass. It's dunked down. Vale unable to. Krios has a lot of space. He'll play it up. Jay, it's not able to find Jay though. Jay turned upfield. Taelo's up. Vale waits his time, and luckily for Basilisk, it's still 1-0. It's floating up mid, and Vale recovers. This one is looking more the same right now. It's very scrambly for Basilisk right now.
Just enough to keep it out of the back of their net for now. Minute 30 elapsed here in game number 2, just about. And it continues to be offensive pressure for Oblivion. Vale looking for Jay across the middle, but Jay can't turn that into a shot. It's just a touch right back in the same direction as Vale. Now Jay off the ceiling looks for something angled down and in. Can't get the right touch. Vale will keep it here in the orange end. Denied once again by the Oblivion defense. Infinite tries to go for the fake shot. Baits the defender out, but can't quite get back to it to put it in. A pinch pass. Taelo staple guns it off the post and out, but Infinite is there to clean it up. My eyes were covered because the first one here was so close to being so sick. And again, we get the ball don't lie pop-up here. Infinite absolutely slots it top right bins instead to make it 2-0 for Oblivion.
I mean, well-deserved the goal there, I have to say. It's unfortunate the first one didn't go in, because that would have been on the highlight reels for sure. A beautiful pinch pass. Vale has a redirect opportunity, unable to make contact with the ball. And again, this game is not looking much different. All the offensive showing is coming from this Oblivion side. Vale's in an awkward spot. Jay is able to finally clear this ball out. Unable to win the challenge. Look at the challenges from Afterburner and everyone on Oblivion. They're not letting them have time and space, and they're unable to get out. Taelo and Afterburner both up. Taelo the shot, testing the crossbar sound, and unable to find a follow. Vale to the backboard. It's well covered by Afterburner, who's going to have an easy clear out, but Krios this time an early challenge. And now here's an opportunity. Jay is shut down, and that one might roll all the way through. And unfortunately for Basilisk, it's been dominant, but this one a bit of bad luck, maybe.
Uh-oh. Just a little bit of a gap in the rotation there for Basilisk, and Taelo pokes a hole in it. It's 3-0 for Oblivion as they continue this monumental run. They've yet to allow a goal through a game and a half and change. Taelo looking to make it 4-0 now, bending it out towards center. Jay shuts it down. Infinite right back into the blue corner. They'll roll up the back wall where Vale with no boost has got a save. Krios, a tall task, but is up to it. Taelo will just chase this one back in the corner. Boost did not spawn for Taelo. 4 boost off the back wall. Vale trying to force the issue. Taelo gets that big pad finally and is met by Krios on the sidewall. But again, Basilisks just not even able to get that one to the center of the pitch for a shot. And Afterburner's going to throw the cleanest flip reset we've seen tonight into the back of the net. It's 4-0. Time and space abound. And Afterburner makes them pay. Oblivion on top.
I mean, that's an incredible goal. Absolutely textbook. Did not have much boost, but no boost, no problem. Just uses it enough to get under the ball, and a super clean reset. A passing from Afterburner to Taelo. This is incredible offense. It's unstoppable. Afterburner, the highlight reel pass. Taelo just has to put it in.
Flip reset off the ceiling. An absolute dime of a pass. We saw 3 dimes in the last series take a 5-1 or 5-game 4-1 series win. That another dime. We've seen so many dimes on the stream tonight, and I think that one might have been, you know, it wasn't the best one because obviously the other 3 just won a championship, but that one definitely up there with best dimes of the night so far. Vale's going to try to find the first goal of the series for Basilisks. Instead, it's a pass to Jay, who will open things up for the blue team. They get their first goal. Goal differential is currently 10-1 in favor of Oblivion through 2 games, and it's got to start somewhere if you're Basilisks. You know, it might not be here in game number 2, but this is the best of 7 for a reason. They've got to win four games out of the series to take the win. So still a lot of Rocket League left to be played. Taelo's going to put that one in off the crossbar. So now the Brazil's in play here for game number 2. Not have one of those on stream for a final yet so far this season. Could it happen here in game number 2?
It might. It's certainly looking like it could. Taelo, 4 goals and an assist, so 5 goal contribution. An incredible game. Afterburner, some highlight reel plays as well. Pretty much everyone on Oblivion putting in work. Infinite unable to make a redirect. Afterburner is going to have space but no boost. So Taelo's going to come over and pinch that one across. This one could be open. It's an unfortunate touch, and it leads to the Brazil.
Time for Carnival, baby. It's time to relax in the sun. Take the trip to Brazil, courtesy of Oblivion, courtesy of a 5-goal game for Taelo. And yeah, this is also one that I think Basilisks are going to want to put in the back pocket. Just kind of move on from it. Don't let it get down on them too much, because you really just kind of have to bounce back for game number 3 and just try to run it back. It's going to be a fresh 5 minutes once we get there. And this one has really just been all Oblivion from start to finish, kind of like game number 1 was. 4 shots on goal, at least for Basilisks in this game number 2, as opposed to the only 1 they got on frame in game number 1. So they're starting to figure out the offense a little bit, but the defense has not been there to stand up to the absolute onslaught of Oblivion. It's 15 shots on goal, 16 shots on goal for an 8th goal there for Oblivion. 16-4 the shot difference in favor of the orange team. And, you know, Basilisks have 3 saves, but when you face 15 shots, that's not ever really going to work out, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think that's in the game plan. They're not like, hey guys, let's give up 15 shots. It's fine.
Farm these saves, baby.
Yeah, we're just farming saves. Unfortunately, they did get 3 saves, but there's 15 shots, 3 saves. Probably not likely that 12 of those shots are going to be off target. So the offensive possession was looking a little bit, maybe a little better, but the defense was just leaking goals, as looks like we might have a
server. We're getting a server change.
Okay.
Oblivion likes their central servers, so we played 1 and 2 on central. We'll play games 3 and 4 on Basilisk's choice of server, and then game 5 and game 7 on Oblivion's if needed. Right now, we are barreling towards a 4-0 sweep in favor of Oblivion. They own the goal differential through 2 games. I believe it is 13-1. Scored 5 goals in the first game and 8 goals in the second game, so that math checks out. It has been all orange team so far. I'm putting the prediction up for game number 3. If you would like to put your points on Basilisks, that'll make the payout guess on Oblivion a little bit better. But it has got to be like a whole total reset here for Basilisks. Learning that Vale played the entire playoff run so far for Basilisks, so not seeing that it was that much of a difference maker. But with that being said, Wander is entering the chat here for game number 3, and maybe Basilisks will get themselves back onto the horse as we head into the middle part of this series. A little premature in our lobby joining, but now everybody's here and we can have everybody join. And I mean, anything popping out for you, Taco, that you're wanting to see from Basilisks as we wonder if they can get themselves righted.
Just clear the ball out, I guess. I think it's important that they get back to like basics and not try to do too much. If you try to do too much, you're just gonna overthink things and it's not gonna be good. So I think they just gotta get back to the basics and just start playing good fundamental Rocket League and start just linking up on passes, see if they can clear the ball out and see what happens from there. So again, Basilisks are up to a tall task because how this is going right now, this could be one of the most dominant final series in RSC history. And they do not want to be on the end of that. Infinite, a shot as forces a double commit. Afterburner will come in and it's just person after person. The musty pass unable to make clean contact with no boost. And Wander has space, has possession, looking for the air dribble, unable to find anything. But it's looking maybe a little better. No boost. Krios, though, cannot find the pass. Jay still looking to find something. But Basilisks have had no shots, but they've had at least it going into the orange part of the field.
I mean, the ball wasn't blue for a little bit there. That was some good possession for Basilisks for sure. They couldn't turn it into anything quite yet, but the seeds have been planted, so to speak. It has been, they haven't gotten scored on in the first 13 or 17 seconds, which is an improvement from games 1 and 2. So we're definitely getting somewhere. Wander coming off the bench, maybe giving a little bit of the spark that Basilisk needed. And they still look for what would be their first lead if they can find the goal in the back of the net as we stay 0-0. Taelo has the save on Jay's try. Now Taelo over to 100 boost in the tank. Krios deleted, and Taelo's pass will be saved away by Jay. Afterburner, big dunk to the backboard. Taelo with the change-up, and nobody's expecting the switch of pace. Taelo rolls this one across the line to make it 1-0. The lead once again for Oblivion.
I mean, that's just beautiful. Plays the entire defense like a fiddle. Everyone in net is pre-jumping. They're thinking a hard shot coming in from Taelo. Taelo just says, you know what? We're just going to set this one down, and it rolls across as almost a response from Basilisk. That was as good of an opportunity as they've had this series. Afterburner, though, continuing the onslaught. No boost, but Taelo's following up the pass to Infinite. What a save! Wander making sure this game doesn't get out of hand yet.
Great positioning from Wander there. Had to have known that pass was coming. Saw it all the way in. Here's another opportunity for Taelo looking for that top left corner, but Krios has got it red. Infinite missing that one on the sideboards. It's Krios with low boost trying to make something happen. The 50's wide. Taelo, no boost. We'll get the clear towards midfield. Wander bangs it right back. Afterburner clears it away out of the corner. Jay with a drive, saved away by Infinite at the corner of the box. Grabs the mid boost, never mind, leaves it for a teammate. It's a pass to the backboard. Where's the defense? The defense for Basilisk, nowhere to be found. And Taelo's got the entire box to himself, rent-free in the blue zone. 2-0 for Oblivion.
Wander very antsy pre-jumping that one, and it just goes in mid. And maybe Basilisk is wondering where the defense is. So, unfortunate start here for Oblivion. Unfortunately, it's looking like more of the same, even though they've had maybe a good goal-scoring opportunity here and there. But the defense has to be fixed up. A redirect opportunity. Wander can't get on the end of it. A pass to no one but Oblivion. Taelo looking to flick it. Afterburner putting on the afterburners to get back to this one. And can't find the pass in. Wander gets it around one. Taelo a pass. Jay looking for Wander. The redirect to someone. Jay, there's an opportunity. But Afterburner gets on his afterburners and defends the net to perfection. Krios can't clear it. Taelo with the ball. Looking to jam it in. It does enough. It falls to Infinite for an open net.
And the bump leading the way is Afterburner. Taelo gets a massive 50, and Infinite's just there to tuck it in. It's 3-0 for Oblivion. Everything breaking their way. Looking a lot like what we saw in the last one for Dime, where just it seems like every bounce is coming up orange here. And Basilisks cannot buy a break yet to score here in game number 3. They've still scored only 1, now being outscored 16-1 over the series. Almost an insane read there from Infinite. Taelo's going to get to it. Afterburner with the pop, and Taelo can't redirect that one into the back of the net with the bicycle kick. Double commit there. Taelo's going to have a drive saved by Jay. Under a minute to go here in game number 3, and it continues to be the Oblivion show as Infinite's on the end of the drive from Taelo. An initial save and the putback immediately into the back of the net by the GM. Infinite 4-0 for Oblivion.
Infinite just hunting, looking for maybe a demo first, but then realizes the opportunity, just puts in the putback, a kickoff attempt that goes right to Afterburner after all that. So Wander is gonna shut that down, but again, no boost. Look at all the pressure from Oblivion. Afterburner gonna keep it in. Taelo keeps it in. It's everyone going. It's a bump opportunity.
Oh no! My goodness, it's just the chem is through the roof. Afterburner leaves the boost for Taelo, immediately turns around and looks for the bump. Infinite was diving to try to get the shot, but didn't even need to be there. It's a no-doubter for Oblivion and Taelo. They make it 5-0 in game number 3. Really just putting the screws to Basilisks now. Jay's put 4 shots on goal, but 3 of them are saved by Oblivion, and the other one was off frame. Here's another for Jay, and the Savior medal for Taelo. 3 goals, 2 assists, and 3 saves on 8 shots for Taelo here in game number 3. And as the clock ticks towards 0, 3 games the lead now for Oblivion. They head to match point, having only conceded a single goal. And they look poised to take this 1-4, barring a miraculous turnaround from Basilisks.
Yeah, I mean, I never want to count out a team from winning a series, but the only way they win the series is if all 3 players switched out with 3 different players. Because
me, you, and Doughboy, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
If the only way Basilisk wins this is if me, you, and Doughboy start playing for Oblivion.
No. If we start playing for Basilisks, then we win.
Oh yeah, okay, got it. That's exactly how we're gonna posit this. That's a little bit more positive of a spin because yeah, we'll just go with that. I think personally, Basilisks just have to find a way to shut down Taelo. Like although you shut down Taelo and then Infinite's just right there. Like I am not quite sure what needs to really come out for Basilisks. You know, maybe a little bit more trying to be on the front foot and leading the way. We're getting a lobby change. I have to leave this one. No, game 4. I'm lying. We don't actually need to leave it. Never mind. I won't leave. That was a head fake for all of you out there who don't care at all. There's a prediction up for game number 4. Do you think that Oblivion can take it in 4 games, or will we see a 5th? Put your RSC coins on the line. Taco, 5 more minutes. Maybe the last game of the night. Take us away.
Hey, shout out the 2,000 channel points going on to Basilisk right now. If you want to give away your RSC points, I'll take some. No, but unfortunately, something has to change for Basilisk. Sorry, because Oblivion are just. It looks like they're just in free play. They're just doing a little bit of practice. They're warming up for the finals. Maybe that's what's happening. They're other teams like this is the warm-up lobby, right? But unfortunately, this is the real thing, and they've got to wake up out of this nightmare, do Basilisks, if they want to win any sort of game, let alone this series. And it's one game at a time at this point, and this could be a short end to a unfortunate night for Basilisks.
Afterburner was looking for another flip reset there, couldn't quite connect for the opening goal of game number 4. This has been a much better start for Basilisks, though, at least on the offensive pressure end. And also from the defense, we saw Jay throw a little bit of a body block on a would-be shooter for Oblivion. So maybe that's a little bit of the game plan change that we're seeing. A drive from Jay is going to be saved at the point for Afterburner. Another good attempt there for Basilisks as they start to ratchet this pressure up early here in game number 4. Jay's going to look center. Infinite takes it towards the midfield line. Taelo continues it down in the blue end. Will force the Basilisks back. Infinite up once again just to keep this one in the blue end. Afterburner redirecting that touch from Wander. And now Taelo will be in pursuit. Nothing in the tank. He's just going to dive on this corner boost, forcing Jay to make a touch. Infinite with the backside demo. And Wander's going to make the save. Jay taken off the pitch by Afterburner. Now Infinite will regroup. 100 boost in the tank. Wander with the dispossess. Taelo will take it right back. 34 boost for Jay to the backboard, and Afterburner first to it. Around Krios. Wander will be first there. Pops it high. Self-air dribble to the backboard. Ceiling reset denied by Taelo. And we stay 0-0 here. Infinite with a long clearance. Afterburner up for it. Waterfall straight down, and nobody can get the shot. It was just by pixels off of the hood of Infinite there. Drawing it up with the heavy touch to the backboard. Jay with a great save, and at halftime here, finally a competitive game in this series, 0-0.
Yeah, they at least fixed the defensive woes, though. A pass in. Oh, test the crossbar. A great opportunity. Another pass to Infinite, who's just on the end of every one of these passes. They keep feeding him, and he keeps getting opportunities. Almost another one there. Taelo to the backboard. Water falling down to Afterburner, who just gets up for this ball. Keeps it in. Infinite able to get back to it, but it's a 50-50 in the midfield. Wander plays it to the corner. Very nicely done. Krios will get back to it, but look at the boost difference. They don't have it. Krios is able to clear the ball, but look at that. The boost gets stolen right from underneath his car. Afterburner could have taken it to the ceiling and to the sky, but could not do that. Jay just misses the ball. It's so unfortunate, but they're all scrambling. Everyone's looking for boost. Jay just panics a little bit, and the ball went over his head. An awkward over-the-head touch is unable to be made.
Yeah, maybe expecting somebody to be there to shoot it, just thinking that he had to throw something at it, and instead he puts himself out of position, and it's a 1-0 lead for Oblivion, exactly where you didn't want to be if you are a Basilisk player. Wander had an open look that went wide there. Jay has a drive denied by Taelo, and Afterburner's got the critical touch to keep that one from falling onto the hood of Krios. Now Wander flip reset, can't get the shot. It's past Infinite, but Taelo's there to back him up, gets the save. Jay, a soft shot saved away by Afterburner. 70 seconds remain here in game number 4. It's a must-win for Basilisk. They've got to find a way to take this W, or the series will end here at Utopia Coliseum. Infinite with some space. 60 seconds remain here. Falls to Afterburner, far side. Afterburner will pick up the 100 boost, drives it to the back of the blue and backboard. Krios with the save. Infinite denied by Jay on the clear attempt. So Wander will pick up no boost in the tank, just throws it towards the blue end, or out of the blue end. Infinite cuts it off and will play it over to Taelo. 30 seconds remain now. And Basilisk really just haven't been able to get onto this one. It's just been deep away being played by Oblivion. Wander leaves it for Krios. Immediately on it is Taelo. 20 seconds remain now. Taelo looking for Afterburner, who's denied, deleted by Jay. Infinite with a critical 50 there, just bleeding more time off the clock. Jay finds Krios, Afterburner saves it off the crossbar. 5 seconds left, one more push for Basilisks. Can they find it? It'll have to be Wander from the back line. Afterburner, 2 touches to kill it, and Oblivion in dominant fashion take it in 4. The most competitive game is the last one, but it matters not because Oblivion gets all the heavy lifting done in games 1 through 3. The spirit of Basilisks is broken, and Oblivion, your Season 22 Master Champions.
What a series there for Oblivion. Just never let Basilisks have a chance. Every opportunity they got, they didn't really have any. So Oblivion just shut down everything Basilisks had working for them. I mean, they got to the final, so they had something working for them. But the way Oblivion were playing, that looked like it was between the best team in Master and the worst team in Master, and that's just how good they were playing. Completely shut down the other team and made it an offensive clinic.
Yeah, it was pretty much Oblivion from start to end there. Basilisks put up the best fight of the series in Game 4 when it mattered the most. Their backs against the wall. They got close, but just could not find that consistent offense that we saw from Oblivion. Scoring every which way, passing plays, solo plays, flip resets off the ceiling. Just really finding ways to get it done in every conceivable fashion. And riding that momentum to a 4-0 sweep to the championship. Master Champions Oblivion. You have a Master Finals MVP pick, Taco. I've got some thoughts, but I've yet to settle on one.
It's really difficult to pick one. I think I'm going to go Taelo, but I have to give a huge shout out to Afterburner as well, who had some highlight reel passes and plays and a clean reset in game number 2. So I'll give it to Taelo, but honorable mention to Afterburner, and really you could give it to Infinite also, who was incredible.
You're going to really put me on the spot and make me pick one, huh? I think I'm going to give it to Taelo for the 5-goal performance in game number 3. He gets the finals MVP from us. This thing that we just say on stream. So congratulations to Taelo. Congratulations to Oblivion. Congratulations to Prospect and Master for concluding their RSC Season 22 campaigns. And for concluding our stream this evening. It's been a delight to have these 2 finals on stream. Congratulations to both of our new championship teams, Dime from Moneymakers and Oblivion from Event Horizon. And thank you to all of you for joining us throughout the course of the night. We've still got another 3 nights of finals left to go. Wednesday this week, Monday next week, Wednesday next week to wrap up Season 22 of RSC. So make sure you're turning in 9:30 each night for some more finals action. On behalf of RSC, on behalf of my friend Taco here in the booth and Doughboy in the background, thank you all. I'm Hudx. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night.